Okay, we took the elevator down, and now we are in the basement, which is where the nuclear reactor is. That is basically...
Now I understood many unknowns. The energy system distribution that Llewellyn designed had maintained for 40 years the manor with electricity and heating, as if someone had lived there all that time.
No, not really. The nuclear reactor is going ham right now. As you can see. Ooh. Picture. This must be Dara. A map. Okay, 3, 4, 7, 9, and then something times 8. Alright. I don't know today's date. I don't know my birth date either. I just know my name is Dara. I've been trying to escape for so many days now. Apparently the hateful doctor knew how to hide his secrets, and I say hateful because even though he's my progenitor, my real father was, is, and will always be old Seth. Seth, he died as a great men do, quietly and discreetly, protected by the greatness of his heart and the sense of having lived nobly, fighting against the itineraries of human nature. Now that I feel my spirits failing, I only wish not to forget and go into the unknown, but always aware of my story and my brothers. I start from the beginning. Alright, number 2. Long before my father died, feeling happy and loved in the forest house, I began to feel as an unexplainable urge that kept me awake at night. First there was sensations, emotions, desires, then came the voices. In a short time, the voice multiplied in my head like a call for help. It was the voice of a boy. My father Seth was everything to me. He taught me, among other things, to write as I do now. He took care of me. He gave me affection. I only had him. So one day I decided to explain my problem to him. He, with a pale face, suddenly got up from his chair and knelt before me, made me promise never to tell that to anyone, least of all the doctor. In this way, we continued our lives apart from what was happening on the other side of the lake, until one day my father, Seth's heart stopped. I knew death thanks to his teaching, and I understood right away that was death. A pain in my chest suddenly appeared, and my eyes filled with water that merged with the sadness of thinking that Father Seth would never be awake again. Really, because in the picture that you drew, it showed something attacking Seth outside. And yet you're describing a heart attack. Number 3. I went on with my normal life for a while. The carcass of flesh and bones where my father once lay was decomposing. I picked up his books where he wrote down everything he felt and which he never allowed me to read. Now that I have the chance, I did not hesitate to know my truth, all my truth. Then I placed it beside his corpse. A man must end his existence with the evidence of who he was, not just with his perishable body. In the book, Seth spoke of my brother, of my origin, as an experiment of a state-of-the-art science Delta.10 drug, of the possibility that my voices were the intuition that binds us to the twins. However persistent the voices were, they attached to me to the other side of the lake. In my mind, one sentence was repeating over and over again. My father does not speak to me. I left my house, and without hesitation I left the pier to meet the mysterious voice, my newly discovered brother. Number 4. Our meeting was complicated. At the manor, the body of the doctor was still laying on the chair of his office. My brother, he wasn't educated or cultured like I was with Seth. He didn't know death. He simply tried without success to get a reaction from the corpse of his father, who was now just a pile of flesh. His frightened face did not bode well. He seemed weak, sickly, subjugated by the doctor's personality, which, despite being dead, he still felt fear in the presence of his body. My brother, named Devon, had lived for many years with the only company and kind, primitive, malformed creatures who at first glance did not seem human. I told him about me. I explained that we were twins. I told him about Seth and the doctor's madness, but he was lost in the fog of his mind. Too much time without stimuli, too many years in the company of simple, underdeveloped minds, but above all, his heart problem, his seizures, his headache. Time passed and we took over the manor. Being twins, the friendly beings saw my brother's features on my face. They treated me as equals. One day when I woke up, I saw a circle of those creatures in the middle of the hall. As I approached, one of them turned towards me with pale face, almost inexpressiveness, but as close as possible of confusion and sadness. They all turned away, exposing the body of my brother. His bruised lips, the pallor of his skin announced his end. The creatures did not understand what had happened. I suppose that is their inner selves. They thought he was angry and did not want to talk to them. They devoted themselves to me as the other half of their dear friend. What could I do with them? They had no future, no way out of this world. They were victims of mistakes of the past, of men who want to be God. They were failed experiments. There was only two solutions: to let destiny decide their fates, to give a vote of confidence to nature and not to fall into the dream of possessing the truth about the destiny of others, or to put an end to them before they suffer the horrors of life, the abandonment, the sickness, the pain, the tragedy for which they were not prepared. I decided to think that I did not possess the truth about the fate of the others, to give nature a chance. There's only one left in the manor, and there's multiple Omegas. You should have just killed them. Number 6. Then I set out to my dangerous journey until I arrived here. I went through the horrors of the hospital and came to the origins of everything. I felt the clues. I have the clues to find the way out, but I can't decipher them. I must get there before it's too late. The radiational levels are rising too fast. Soon this place would be uninhabitable. Here I stop writing. I must concentrate my focus on finding Charron's staircase or perish inside the concrete mausoleum. I'm sure being able to live must be a very nice. Well, you were living until you decided to go across the lake and meet your brother. But in reality, all you had to do was just go back across the lake after he died to get away, but you didn't. Alright, that's a timer, so we have 7 minutes to get through this. Alright. Radiation's low. Okay. I have 7 minutes to get through this. I already have one of the codes. Thank you. So let's run. Oh, hi, Doctor. Alright, let's try down here. Nope. Everything's locked up tight. Here, I need a key for that. I can't go. I can't play with that thing. Can't do that. Alright, there. Here's a door. It won't work. Oh, here's another one. I can play with this one. Did that do anything? Can I open this now? No. Oh, it did do something. It opened the vault.
with small beds appeared in front of my eyes. Small beds that once cradled babies destined for dark experiments.
Oh, hello, baby. Where the hell did you come from? No. The ghosts are being nice to me. Thank you for the key, little baby that was crying. Alright, okay. I don't think I can read this because I have a feeling that the timer is still going. I can't read that fast, so... Yeah, the timer's still going. I can't read that fast. I can't read that fast. Where is the lock? Yep, where's the keypad? Where's the keypad? I don't know what that is. A fuse? Keypad. Oh, there it is. Three. Okay, 3, 4, 7, 8. No, 3, 4, 7, 9. There we go. Alright, the timer's stopped, so I can now... I have a feeling that if I go out, it's going to start again. Now, let me read this stuff. No, I do not want you. Okay. I know what the rules of this place are. I worked hard to get here today, and yet I only wish to save their lives. I raised the first and second generation myself, and I have watched the little by little their innocent children are manipulated, mutated, and even killed simply because they fail for the necessary tests. Nothing can be said about the alphas. They are small children locked in large bodies. They simply haven't understand why so much damage has been done. But the omegas are something else. I suppose it's due to the variety of medication, but despite the simplicity of their minds, they have retained a small part of understanding. They're aggressive and hostile, but with love and empathy, they can be treated. How else, despite the damage I've been exposed to, I've not been harmed. There was only one reason: the depraves them of the little goodness that nests in them and makes them go crazy. The death of their twin. I have watched as miles away an Omega could sense the death of his brother. I can't avoid wondering if Doctor is in his search for the impossible ones, has managed to find success, but has made his specimens pay too high of a price to realize. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. They cancel the project, and I know they intend to put an end to all traces of the disaster. I must release them before it's too late. It will be my last act of kindness before death. I know what's behind that door. I saw it open once. I must get it. A woman who wrote the letter was the one who raised the Alpha and Omega. It seems she had her own theories about them. So basically the death of their twin made the Omegas go hostile. Interesting. So, well, thank you for waking up for me. Alright, wrong way. Got the key to the padlock. Yep, here it is. Come on, open up. I don't have time. Down we go. I'm guessing this is too...
I had seen unimaginable things, but nothing like this. Oak Grove and all its facilities were fed from inside by the energy of a small nuclear reactor. That was the reason why they could spend so many years confined without needing practically anything from the outside.
Yeah, teaching of the alphas. Or the omegas, the twins, basically. Where is that keypad? Probably only have 2 minutes. Where is it? It must be in... Yeah, it must be in the, Yeah, it's in here. It's in the students, teaching. The classroom, that's what it is. 5, 7, 3, 8. Nope. 5, 7, 3, 4. 4, 8. Yay! I only had 2 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm gonna die. Now I can reach it. Woohoo! Alright. Direct Administrator of the Education of People, Alexander Darroman, resident teacher of the Regulated Special Education, single party member 245. Alright, let's see. I got word today that they're suspending classes. I've been trying to educate these poor creatures for years. I only got as far as the most basic behavior, grooming, easy to understand routine jobs. I've done my best. At first, when the magistrate took over this project, I felt like dying. They took me away from the family indefinitely. I can't read that fast. Fuck. I had to give lessons to those monsters. Well, that's what I call them at first. Then, as time went by, I discovered they're innocent, their noble hearts. For them, even the simplest thing was discovered. My little alphas. Years later, everything went wrong. I couldn't control the new experiments. Generation, the Omegas were different. Without rationale. In a short time, the classes turned into chaos. The doctors' faces drew a look of failure and dissolvement. Everything became disastrous. The alphas were infected by the omegas. It was the end. Alright. Number 3. Today the order came in to leave the enclosure. I leave with sadness. I know that your end will be terrible. As for me, they say we're going home. But nobody is going back. The secret of Oak Grove are too terrible and the failure too great for the world to know how far its corrupted government has gone. The the magistrate, the god who judges everything except the evils of his worshippers. Well, that's basically all religions, to be more exact. So I'm guessing the teacher was killed, like the other. I hope that my anonymous grave will be near the forest, the place that I have missed so much during these years of captivity. It probably is, I just can't find you. Anyway. Let's see. I don't think there is anything else for me in this place. Meaning that if I leave, I'm gonna have to run